Hey everyone, this is Rocker Games. Hope you're all doing pretty well today, and I'm back making a few more videos. Today we're going to be looking at a new course, and it looks pretty good. To me at least, it looks pretty good. I haven't played it yet, but we'll get to it. It's called Dilly Heights, and it's by Chris Nelson. Gonna see if I can find any more information on this, because you know, kind of what we want to do. But well, while we look for information, it's in a rustic theme, by the way. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's go to the rules. Tees. I'm gonna play it on the back tees, as usual, and we'll pick 1 to 4 here. We'll just choose 1. And the next video we'll choose 2. Next video 3. Next video 4. Usually conditions, I'll just change the speed of the wind to medium, and then go from there. So let's start our new round here. And yeah, let's talk a little bit about this course. It is a fictional course. It's a par 72. As you saw, the yardage is 7112. Green speed fast, firmness firm, difficulty medium. But the picture that I saw of this, the thumbnail, looks pretty darn nice. So I'm looking through some pictures now on my phone, and they all look really nice. It kind of just caught my eye a little bit, but as I said, I haven't actually played this, so I am looking forward to playing it. You know, when a course looks nice, it looks like it's well made.
Hi there.
You know,
Welcome.
kind of a beautiful looking course, and it bodes well for the future.
Let's have a good drive here. We have a par 4 first hole.
Okay, let's get taking a look. That's a nice view down here. It's always nice when you have a good view like this off the tee, you know, kind of sucks you in. We want to try and get this right down the middle. Let's just check my swing is correct. It's pretty close. We are playing on, I think they've made a few changes. Let's have a look at the settings. I definitely think they've changed things in the difficulty. This is still the pro swing. Yeah, we obviously customized it, but if you can see, the actual margin of error is actually larger than it used to be. And I also think that they've changed the putting a little bit now, so that it is a little bit, you have to hold it back a little bit longer. It's not quite as fast as it used to be. It could bounce into the bunker here. We're actually getting quite a nice kick out there. I mean, it wasn't a bad shot. Could have just aimed it a little bit better, I suppose. Okay, so this with the wind here being uphill, but let's actually first take a look at this green. It's these nice bunkers guarding it on every area, cutting into the green in the corners. Very nice looking. Nice curves. Okay, a little bit of wind. I will take a little bit of loft and put it on there. And it's up 5 foot. Try and also take a bit of this. Whoops, let's try that again. I think I did something I wasn't meant to do. Yeah, that's what I didn't mean to do. Yeah, I think we'll leave it at this. Try and take a nice shot here.
The swing was a little off kilter.
Okay, a little bit fast. I always find the pitches to be a little bit weird, but that's a very nice kick. Almost could have kicked back into the green. But let's try and get a nice little chip in here. We need to aim slightly right at the hole. Only a small chip needed. It is a 94% lie. Try and land it maybe 2/3 of the way down, and then have it turn left. Landed much further down than I wanted there. Not the best of starts, really.
Let's save par on this one.
So yeah, what I normally do here is I kind of count. So I kind of go like a 1, 2, 3 kind of thing, you know. And that kind of was right. We have got the right amount of speed there, just a little bit offline. We are going to start off with a bogey, that's perfectly fine. I think we generally play the hole well, just that pitch shot into the green was not quite right. A little bit fast. But those pitch shots, as I've said, always look a little bit different. So here, I'm going to go down to this club maybe. I mean, this looks to be the right club, I think, being 60 feet down. I don't mind landing a bit short. I'd rather that than land a bit long because of that big downward slope on the green, as you can see. If we can go forward, I don't think you can actually. The cameras are different. The wind is turning around, but this is a very nice looking par 3 here. I hadn't really seen many like this on the side of a lake. It's really nice. Let's take our shot, shall we? I might even put a bit of this on. slightly fast, but we'll see how much we get punished for that. It's going to go down long. It's going to be a long putt. I think we were quite punished actually. Not only long, but it did kind of hook to the left quite a bit. Have to slow down my swing a little bit, get into the rhythm, okay? One, two, three, four. Basically was what I was doing. A little bit short here. This is going to end up being, but it should be pretty close still. Close enough to possibly get this next putt in.
A bit more power, I think. Here we go. Par putt. Let's do it.
I do have to practice these putts a lot because, as I said, the game has changed. I think they've altered a few things. Made the game maybe a little bit easier in some ways. They've changed the putting. And I found myself playing a society event recently and, you know, doing pretty badly. But again, nice looking shot here into this fairway. A little bit fast maybe. Actually just about perfect.
I think I'll take that tee shot. Looks good.
But yeah, I really like the bunkering in this course so far from what I've seen. And this nice rock work on the outside. And I'm going to go for driver on this. I tend to do this a lot. Because why not?
Don't see that every day. I guess you're just going to take that driver.
Don't think we'll make the green, but we'll be just, you know, kind of off the green here. Wow, that really rolled off to the right there. It's going to leave us quite a difficult little splash shot here. Oops, wrong little thing that we're doing there. This might be okay. 77. If I hit a fast shot, I think we'll be okay. Should roll a little bit up towards the flag. I was hoping it would hook a little bit more.
Putt. This putt's tracking.
Okay, and we have a birdie. The first three holes getting slightly better from the start. Bogey, par, and birdie.
Okay, it's a lengthy par 4.
Lengthy mainly because this is uphill. Wow, I didn't think that was a fast. I tried to like let off my force on that because I've been hitting a few fast shots and it didn't work out very well. Not sure why that happened, but it did. It does happen sometimes. I still think some of the shots that they played in this game seem a little bit not quite what I kind of input on the controller. It's always going to be a thing. Kind of have to deal with it. Gonna have to go with this, I think, and then apply a bit of this. It's a decent shot. I like it. If it stops, probably could have done with a little bit more backspin on that, but we have to get this for par. That's gonna be underneath, right? Oh, it just snuck in. I thought that was gonna be a little bit low, but
let's see how we do here on the 5th.
Ended up good. So can't complain there. Saving par nicely.
Oh man, you got a hold of that one.
So the swing that I use now on this game is kind of a slower pace. I mean, it's been this way for a while, to be honest.
Yards to go.
But slower pace than I used to. Like, I need to hit a slower shot for it to be perfect, basically, than I used to. And this is looking pretty good, you know, if we can get up there towards the flag, maybe a little bit of a kick right. Sorry if I haven't really spoke all about all these holes. I mean, just you can see for yourself, that nice bit of rock work and such.
You
don't really get the cams, you know, but over here we can see that nice bridge and that retaining wall with the flowers. I like it. So we can get an eagle here if we can get this in, which I think we will, you know. I've got confidence. So I go 1, 2, go. It's kind of the way I look at this. 1, 2, go. Oh, just a little bit soft, I think, on that one.
Okay, let's finish up.
That's okay.
Let's see how
I think had we have hit that at the right pace, I think the grey was slower than we wanted. When it's downhill, sometimes it doesn't it's not kind of as correct as you want it. But yeah, I think could have done better there. So we want to take off maybe about 16. Is 16 right? 17 yards maybe? Yeah, about 17 yards, so we'll take this down to maybe 167 or something, but with the wind and roll, I think this should be the right club. And I'm just going to leave it, I think. Yeah. Hopefully that's a nice shot. It's actually a fast, and it's hooked us slightly. Unfortunate there. It's going to give us way more distance than we wanted. You do get really punished in this game for hitting fasts and slows. But we do have the chance to get this in. Downhill, I think this should be fine. It could roll slightly past the hole. I'm actually going to use an 8, just because this is downhill. And maybe try and hit it fast and go towards the middle. Should give us the distance that we need. I almost worked out there. When you hit it fast, it will take the shot slightly left of where you want it. So I tried to counter that. Didn't quite work out, but you know, we tried. I think if we'd used the 9-yard chip shot, that would have rolled past it being a downhill shot. Wow, I took a lot of power off that, I thought, you know, my swing force. Surprised that was even close to a red fast. Strange. Been happening a few times, I've noticed, but, you know, we'll just deal with it, I guess. I mean, this looks like an okay shot, actually. Might be a little long. Could be perfect, though. If it's, yeah, I'm gonna say if it slows down a little bit. I'm really liking this course, though, so far. It's really fun.
This one's tracking.
So I sometimes stopping using the trying to calculate how fast it is, because now they've changed the putting a little bit. I think it's maybe easier just to try and get used to the speed. I do want to drive this down there. Again, that should be okay. That's not going to hook us too much at all. In fact, it could be absolutely perfect. Yeah, it doesn't kick right, which was my possible thought there. I mean, nice bunkering there, a little weed in the middle of the, you can see like little tufts of grass in the middle. I like those sort of details on bunkers. Yeah, nice bunkering around this green as well. Just looks nice, feels nice to play. And this is a pitch, but I really want to go for a normal shot and go down here, down to this club. And maybe this uphill, and then we can de-loft it. Could be the right play. Let's go for it, I think. Okay, quite a nice hit.
Oh, a little bit long, possibly.
Yeah, it might stop though. Yeah, a little bit of backspin, so it's not too bad. Had the feeling though with a slightly fast shot it might have been long. I mean, it was long anyway, I guess. Yeah, I thought that was a practice shot actually, but it's going to end up being pretty good put. I actually thought I was still on the practice shot. Wow, nice. Gotta love it, you know, like an accidental shot actually just is perfect. Always wonderful to see.
Ooh,
there's a final perfect. Now that tree in the middle of that lake there, you know, on like a retained walled island. I really like the detail. You might have to rewind the video a little bit to see that. I just saw it on my shot and it's really cool looking.
Look at this drive.
So many nice details. I do like the look of retaining walls in this game. I always have done.
All right, this one for the eagle.
Kind of weird. I'm gonna go about here maybe. And I guess we'll just time this one so it'll be like a 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, I think it's a bit long. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Maybe something like that. Yep. I think it'll be a little bit short, but that's okay. It was an eagle putt anyway.
You know, that putt will end up short. 3 feet to go.
So I'm not going to worry too much.
Well done out there. That's your
but yeah, I'm going to try and spend a little bit more time looking at the course, you know, instead of just taking my shots. I guess I'm just too interested in playing, you know. This is really nice looking with this rock work here. Trying to see if we can make this across, maybe with good wind behind us on our tail we could, but I think we'll just stick with this club right now. Not the longest par 4, so it should be okay if we don't roll off into the rough on the left.
Let's check our distance.
Yeah, look at this view here. When you look across and you kind of fly across, it just looks really nice the way this course is laid out. And we'll go with this one, I think. Try and land kind of somewhere over here. Kind of in between clubs, unfortunately. But we might be able to roll down towards the flag. If I hit a slight fast here. Bit faster than I wanted, but it might actually work out okay. Actually, it's going to be brilliant. Very nice.
Good shot.
Much closer than I thought we'd end up. I mean, I did intend on a
birdie.
fast. It was just a little bit faster than I expected. That's right in the middle of the cup.
Shaping up
That's a
out
nice
here.
putt
That's
there.
birdie number 6 on the day.
Awesome.
5 under for the moment. Good luck here on this par 3.
Look at these bunkers lining this par 3. I like this rock work as well. Nice kind of buried rocks, outcrops, I guess you'd call them. I have a fear that this club's gonna just land and then bounce across the green a little bit. But this is too short, so we're gonna have to just kind of de-loft this, I guess. Maybe here. Then just go for it and hope that we're okay.
Oh, that was a fine swing.
Hit the
Fine
shot
swing.
nicely. But there's not a lot we can do here. Just hope that it kind of, catches the bump on the start of the green and, slows down quickly, which it kind of did. I'm okay with this shot.
Fine.
It's about as close as I can expect. Maybe a bit more loft could have helped, but it's hard to know exactly how much you need, really. I think that's in.
On a good line.
Most definitely
And
is.
that drops in for birdie.
We're on a bit of a birdie trail here.
6 under for the
If
round.
that's a term.
We've got a long
A lot of
par
birdies
4
in a row.
staring
That's
us
5 in
down
a
on
row.
this one.
See if we can continue. Didn't start off the best, but now we're kind of on a good roll here. Try not to fast this one.
Beautiful swing.
It's absolutely what we wanted. Don't want to get a fast and get caught behind that tree on the left there. A nicely made fairway here. You have to make sure you hit the shot really well not to get caught behind the tree and have issues. I think this is going to be the perfect club, to be honest. It is going to kick us right anyway, so no worries about going left slightly. Just try and hit a nice shot and hope that we end up in a good situation. Let's go for it. Felt like a decent shot, and it was indeed a perfect. It's actually going to take us to the right, but that should be okay. Most of the left to right is on the very left of the fairway. Sorry, the green. So, yeah.
Hey, I'm liking this. You're
Nice view as well when you...
greens, it seems. Hole's about 10 feet
I was
out.
going to try and look, but behind us, I guess, is a nice view over the lake there. Yeah, should turn right into the hole
That's
nicely.
number 8 on the day.
6 birdies in a row.
And after that one, you're sitting at 7 under. All right, put this one out in the fairway.
Okay. Bit of a thin fairway here. There's a few pot bunkers and yeah, but we should be okay. Just hitting a nice, perfect shot. Don't want to hook it though. Slight fast, which is actually fine. It's not going to do us any
Get
harm.
off the tee.
We're going to hug the left side a little bit, but I don't think it's going to bounce us into the rough or anything. Okay.
Here's our second shot on the 13th.
Again, I don't really want to pitch here. I would rather take normal shots any day. Just take this one. Slightly downhill, I believe, so it could roll us a little bit, but I'm still going to do a little bit of this. Because this lob wedge will stop, and there's a bit of wind as well, so it will stop pretty dead. Don't want to go overboard though, because sometimes when you apply de-lofting on these in these clubs, it can be a little bit extreme. Bit of a wonky line, so we might get penalised with a hook a little bit more than we want. But we have a chance for another
Nice shot.
birdie.
That'll do.
Yeah, a bit of a bad line there, unfortunately.
8 under par if you can drop this.
Looks like a nice putt, actually. Oh,
Oh,
you can see downhill, even though we hit that within the white
And drop this one in for your par.
bar, whatever you want to call it, the power meter, we still ended up a little bit long because it's downhill. That tends to happen quite often,
Awesome.
found.
That's a par. We'll take it.
But we've broken our birdie streak.
Let's see what happens here
That's
on
okay
number
though, it
14.
couldn't go on forever. I think it's just straight down the middle here. This is a nice view. Again, that lake to the right. Pop bunker, but we don't have a long driver in our hands. So we're not
Look
really
at
going to be
this.
hitting
Got all of that one.
anywhere
Short.
close to that bunker. Actually, we are pretty close. But I think we'll stop short. Oh no, we actually made it to
You're
the
in
rough.
but you're not that deep
Did
in the
not
rough.
expect
You might
that.
be able to take a
I guess we
solid
were
swing at
downhill a
this.
little bit or something. We can actually make the green here. 81%. I'm going to go for this. Make sure I don't hit a slow though. That's actually the perfect shot. It's actually going to be really long. But that's okay. Yeah, it is a par 5. I'm having a bit of fun taking drive off the deck. I like to do this a lot in this game. I feel like you get a little bit less punished than the previous game for doing it.
Third shot.
But yeah, let's go for a splash shot. We'll go for the 19 yarder. And I think we'll take a bit of this off. Not do a full shot though. It should be okay, I think. Perfect, pretty much. Pretty much perfect.
Have a birdie on this hole.
Nice waterfall there in the background. Noticing the
that
details.
putt's done.
And the rock work again, you know. Kind of it just... One of these courses,
And after that
I
one,
just
you're sitting
really
at 8
enjoy
under.
playing, you know. You just have a bit of fun
See what
playing it.
happens here on the 15th.
Some courses just have that feel factor, you know, where you enjoy the process of playing the course. Try not to put a fast on this one.
Contact. Nice.
I mean, you know, like a very fast. But this is a nice view when we're looking down on this course here. Awesome. Very happy I played this course. Not the
And
most
it's about
challenging,
135 yards to go.
but just one of those, you know, if you're looking for a nice course to chill out on. Nice waterfall full of rocks over there. Can you see that in the background? You don't see waterfalls like that too often. It's a very nice detail. I think with this one we're going to push forward this. Then maybe back off on this. And go for it, I think. The wind's kind of turning a little bit. But I think we caught it on a...
Maybe a
Oh
little
yeah,
too
wow.
strong on this.
I think maybe the de-lofting really had an effect there. I did say sometimes it can be quite severe.
Third.
But this should be a fairly easy... you know, chip in, or up and down basically. If not a chip in. Ooh, actually, was
14
really
feet
long.
to the cup from here.
I guess I used the wrong club there. I feel like this should be the right distance though. I mean the right amount of break. Actually, that didn't make it. That's crazy. For
Ooh, never like leaving
the
it
power
short.
was in the white band
Right
there,
for
and it
the
was like nowhere near the hole. That's crazy.
Okay,
Nothing much I
moving
could do about that. Just I think sometimes the power bar can be off. Annoying when that happens though.
Tee shot here now on the 16th.
But I hit it in the white band and that should have been a lot better. But hey, you know, I'm not going to blame the game for everything. Ooh, no, it's going to way fast. Going to be bunker bound actually.
Yeah, this one might be going long. I
Okay,
don't know what that
okay.
was. Just
But
a
I'm
long on
okay
that
with these
approach.
shots in general.
Okay, from the green
Just
side
have to hit them
sand.
really
Hopefully
small
we
like
get up and
this.
down from here.
It's like that sort of thing. And it should just, you know,
Wonderfully
end up pretty
played
close.
Sand shot. That's how you do it. Good
I usually
stroke.
find those bunker side, sorry, the green side bunkers
And that'll keep you
fairly
at
easy to
7
play.
under for the round.
Never really have a big problem
Here
with
we
them.
go on the 17th hole.
Again, just want a nice, perfect shot here. Again, there's that tree on the left. You can see it in the retaining wall island. I like that. The bridge going across. We got to see the tree again. Felt like a
Great
decent shot, and it was. I've got to take my slow shot, you know, like my slowish movement. It's not slow in the fact that I'm really moving my hand slow. It just feels a lot slower than it used to. Yeah, we had a bit of a
Okay,
bounce
this
into
is
the
a
rough
light
there,
rough. This
unfortunately,
shouldn't be
but that's
too-
just,
too
I
bad.
guess, how the fairway was cambered. 97 feet. I'm going to go for this, actually, and then a bit of backspin and such. Then see backspin and loft, okay? Let's go for this. I think this should be okay. Ooh, slow, eh? Actually not too bad for slow, to be honest. We're still having a good par chance and possibly a birdie chance. I mean, the par chance
Yeah,
shouldn't
that'll
even be a
work.
chance. It's like just
Nice
obvious,
approach.
right?
This one's about 15 feet.
It's a bit short. Again, should have maybe took a practice shot at that one.
Not enough mustard on that one. So far, so good. Nice little.
I am trying to take my putts without having to, you know, always practice with a meter. So that's just a little bit of practice there. If you see me do that, and I don't mind missing them. I like to get the practice in. You know, this isn't a serious round. Again, more of those trees, nice details. Yeah, so I'm honestly not bothered about whether my score is amazing or not, to be honest. It's not really what this video is about. Again, this could go way long. This could actually end up on the green where we want it. If we just aim right and then hit a fast shot on this. Yeah, we did the perfect shot. Just depends whether we actually get the right amount of distance or not, you know, and I don't think we're going to make it. But we tried, and that's all that matters. I think a driver would have skipped across the green there, and we'd have ended up on the other side on that fairway behind the green.
This is what our third shot.
A very nice looking last hole there with those trees. And again, this is uphill. We're going to use the 9-yarder. This should skip across, give us a good chance. Oh, it might even be in.
Oh.
Hey, finishing off in style. Don't you love it?
Well done out there.
Well, I really enjoyed playing this course.
And with that, I must
Really enjoyed it.
go.
Made me feel good from start to finish. You know, I'd kind of I'd explain this course or kind of describe it as a feel-good course. You know, one that you just, when you play it, you feel good playing it. And every hole, there's nothing amazingly challenging. I mean, what would be the challenge in this course would be difficult pin positions, I'm sure. That sort of thing. Any course can be made by difficult pin positions. Also, wind. Those two things combined can always turn an easier round into a more difficult round. But for these types of videos, I just like to put the wind on medium, which actually I thought I had low wind there, and it's kind of moving around, so I don't know whether I didn't apply the wind properly or something. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, I enjoyed the round. Finished off -9, which is respectable, I guess. Not going to complain about that. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the video. This is my first video back for a while, and I will be trying to put in a few more competitive style videos in the future, but I really wanted to get a course out there. So until next time, everyone, take care. See you soon.